friends, welcome back to our Yoga for Your Cycle series. Today is class 3 of 4. This is your ovulatory phase. So you're ovulating. It's a short phase, unfortunately, 3 to 5 days. Your hormones are at a most high level of your cycle. You'll feel really open, really passionate, communicative, collaborative, expansive, just kind of magnetic, some people have described it. So in this class, we're going to take advantage of that. It's going to be a nice heart-opening class, and then just a little bit play with inversions because, I don't know, we're feeling good, why not? You shouldn't need any props, just your mat, unless you love practicing with them. We'll go ahead and get started at the back of our space. Sitting hips onto heels, resting on our shins. Close your eyes down and place your hands down on your thighs. So we'll take 3 breaths in here to ground, to center ourselves into this moment, into our practice. Kind of check in with our body, our mind, and our hearts. So inhale in through your nose. Exhale out of your nose, nice and soft and slow. Big inhale, fill up down through your belly, through the back body, through the sides of your ribs, and up into your chest. Slow exhale. One more breath cycle, just like that. Sit forward slightly, tuck your toes underneath you. Sit your hips back to your heels, help your pinky toe under if you need. And then now we're going to place our hands palms up as a symbol of just openness and receiving. So draw your shoulders down your back body, stay long through the back of your neck, and take 3 breaths here. Final inhale, nice and full. Final exhale, release out of your mouth. Let something go that you've already built up. And then lean forward slightly, wiggle out your toes, tap them on the mat if you want. And sit hips back to heels, open up your eyes. Interlace your fingers, palms on the front of your heart. Inhale to fill the space. And then exhale, turn your hands inside out as you press them forward and round through your upper back. Inhale, palms reach high to the sky, gaze follows your thumbs. Exhale, push and round and curl. Inhale, lift palms again up to the sky. Exhale, cactus, draw your elbows down, broaden across your collarbones. Good, hips drop over the right heel, coming into a side sit or a mermaid sit. Left hand on the outside of your left foot. Inhale, sweep your right hand over. Exhale, ground and stay. Inhale, peel right shoulder open, gaze up, rotate. Shoulder blade creates a shelf for your heart here. And then exhale, come back to center. Hips drop over the left heel. Right hand on the outside of your right foot. Nice side sit position. Inhale, stretch your left arm overhead. Exhale, ground down into your shape. And inhale, peel open, rotate up to the sky. Exhale, come back to your kneeling position. Inhale, extend, drive your hips forward. So we're in a tall kneel, arms reach high. Tuck your toes, and then exhale, keep your body as a flat plank unit. As you shift your weight, your shoulders back over your heels, find some activation in your quads. I like to call these genie sits. I think that's what they're called. Inhale, drive your hips forward, reach your fingertips high. And then exhale, cactus your arms back, magnetize your heart upwards, curl your tailbone underneath you. Inhale, stretch high again. And then exhale, walk your hands forward, find a puppy pose on Hatasana. Hips are stacked over heels. Outer shoulders are wrapping down, and you're pawing them out with your finger pads. forehead can rest, or if you're really open, your chest and chin can rest as you slide forward slightly. 3 breaths here. Putting some opening through your shoulders. We'll eventually work into wheel pose at the end of the class, so it's good to prepare here. 2 more breath cycles. Good. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Find a tabletop pose, and then for the next 5 breaths, I want you to move intuitively into whatever feels good. So if that's a cat-cow, take that. If it's barrel rolls, if it's just shifting forward and backwards or taking circles. We're here for the next several moments. So close your eyes and tune in. One more inhale to explore your space. Be expansive. And then take one more exhale. Sit your hips back to your heels. Keep your toes tucked. So we call this active child's pose. On an inhale, I want you to curl your sit bone underneath your body. Find a rounding through your spine as you draw shoulders over wrists. And then exhale, lower hips all the way down to the mat. Belly follows. Elbows hug in by your side ribs. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra, so lifting up and forward through your chest, activating the back body, pressing the tops of your feet down into the mat. Exhale, release back down. Tuck your toes, drive through your hands. Inhale, find a tabletop pose. And then exhale, active child's pose. Sit your hips to your heels. Close your eyes and move with your breath. Inhale, ripple forward, cat spine. Exhale, lower thighs, hips and belly, and chest all the way down. Untuck your toes. Shoulders draw onto your back body. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Press through your palms. Inhale, tabletop. You can find a cow tilt of your spine if that feels good. And then exhale, sit your hips to your heels, active child's pose. One more like that. Inhale, ripple forward, round through your spine. Exhale, lower everything down onto the mat, 1 segment at a time. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your kneecaps from the mat, reach your chest forward. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes, push through your palms. Inhale, tabletop. Find a cow tilt. And then exhale, active child's pose. Inhale, ripple forward to your cat spine. And then exhale, lift your knees, glide your hips high, downward facing dog. And then we'll continue those spinal movements. So inhale, lift the balls of your feet from the mat, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, bend your knees, glide your hips high, down dog. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, glide back. One more time, inhale. Moving your spine like a wave. Exhale, bend your knees as much as you need to send your hips high. And then we arrive in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Eyes can remain closed if you want. Press the weight through the index and thumb side of your hands and wrap your outer shoulders down. And then think about melting your heels to the mat, unless that compromises your spine and makes you round. If that's the case, I want you to bend into your knees and then separate your sit bones up behind you as you spiral your inner thighs up and back. And breathe here. And then we're going to take some pulses. So we're going to open up through the outer shoulders, preparing for wheel pose again. So bring your chest back towards your thighs. Find this nice rebound effect. We'll take about 20 of them. About 1 second per pulse. Melting our chest and our heart back and down. Lower body stays right where it is. We're opening up through our shoulders. Let's take about 5 more. Last one, finish out. And then stay in down dog. Inhale, lift both heels nice and high off the mat. Exhale, drop your heels over to the left as you open up through your right side body. Lift your right hip nice and high. Ground through both hands and left foot. Inhale, draw right knee up towards your right armpit. Side plank variation. And then exhale, carry your right leg all the way to the top of the mat. Plant it on the outside of your right hand. Weight is in your left palm. Inhale, sweep right hand high. And then exhale, cactus your arm, open your chest up towards the sky. Scissor your inner thighs together. Keep your hips nice and neutral. Easy twist with a cactus arm. And then inhale, stretch right fingertips forward. Exhale, drop your left knee down. Lift your body up to stack over your hips. Find a reverse low lunge. Inhale, right hand comes down the back of your left thigh. Left arm sweeps back to your bicep, frames your ear. And then exhale, cartwheel both hands down. Right hand plants in front of your right pinky toe. Drive through your right heel. Inhale, open up, half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Good, and then exhale, slowly bend into your right knee. Left foot meets the back of the mat. Sink into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse the shape. Left hand weightlessly down your left leg. Reach right fingertips back. Sink into your right knee. And then exhale, warrior two. Pivot onto the ball of your left foot. Left arm meets the right. We pivot to crescent lunge. And exhale, stay. Plug right leg back into its socket. Roll left hip forward. Inhale, cactus your arms, open your chest to the sky. And then exhale, round forward, hands meet in front of you. Inhale, open it up, cactus. Exhale, hands meet in front of you, trunk is at a diagonal. One more time here, inhale and open. Exhale, round. Your hands frame your right foot at the top of the mat. Three-legged dog, inhale, reach your right heel high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Let your right toes plant behind you. Let your hips hover off the mat. Drive into your points of contact. Inhale, open up into your wild thing. And exhale, stay. Left shoulder blade creates a shell for your heart, scooping it up higher. Inhale, big expansive breath. And then exhale, left toes pivot to the left. Drive into that foot. Right hand plants down. And then left knee hugs in towards body as you send your left leg out to the your right leg out to the left side. Hips hover off the mat. And then fall in a triangle. So drive your hips high, left arm reaches overhead. And exhale, lower back down. So we're in a wide sit position. Left toes towards the back of the mat. Plant your left hand on the outside of your left hip. This transition requires a lot of space, so if you need, scoot out from the wall. Inhale, we're going to push into both legs and left hand. Reach right arm overhead. And then we're going to pick our left foot off the mat. Plant it underneath your body, bend into your left knee. And then sink your left knee towards the back of the mat. Good. Inhale, your right leg meets your left. So we're in a standing camel position, camel prep. And then exhale, cactus your arms back. Reach your chest high to the sky. Scoop your tailbone under. Inhale, stretch fingertips long again. And then exhale, find a forward fold at the back of your space. Straightening both legs. Plant through your finger pads. Inhale, stretch your right heel high, standing splits. And an option to play with a handstand. We're eventually going to come to a three-legged dog at the back, facing the back of our mat. So eventually we'll meet here with the right heel lifted high from our standing splits. So option to play with a handstand, shifting your right forward, hugging your left knee in towards your body before you straighten it and land it softly behind you. Maybe you catch some air, and then we slowly land. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, right foot meets your left, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple your spine forward. lower knees to the mat. Sit your hips onto your heels. And then we'll take our shapes we started with. Close your eyes if you'd like. We're going to inhale. Interlace our fingertips at the front of our heart and fill up that space. Exhale, invert your hands, push them away, round through your spine. Inhale, palms reach high to the sky, gaze follows. Exhale, round and push. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, cactus your arms, draw your elbows back behind your body. Sit over onto your right hip into the side sit position and stretch your right arm overhead. Exhale, come back to center. Hips shift over your left heel, right fingertips plant. As you breathe in, inflate your left lung and reach your left fingertips out to the side. Exhale, come back to your seated position. Inhale, drive hips forward, extend, find your tall kneel. Tuck your toes, and then keep the body as a unit. Nice and flat, shift your weight back over your heels. Inhale forward, arms reach high. And exhale, cactus. Good. Inhale, hands plant, find your tabletop pose. And then exhale, glide hips back, downward facing dog. Find your shape here, find your breath. Recommit to your intention of being exploratory and open. Find a little passion, a little play. We'll move to the other side. Inhale, reach your heels high off the mat. Exhale, drop them over to the right. Toes pivot to the left. Big left side body stretch. Push through your right pinky toe. Inhale, reach your left knee up towards your left armpit. Side plank variation. And then exhale, left foot carries all the way up to the top of the mat on the outside of your left hand. Keep back knee lifted. Plant through right hand. Inhale, easy twist, left fingertips high. Hug your left knee in towards your body. And then exhale, bend your elbow, cactus your arm. Spiral your heart up to the sky. Inhale, left fingertips stretch forward. And then exhale, right knee drops down to the mat as you stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Create a nice flow. Inhale, reach back to your reverse low lunge. And then exhale, hands frame your left foot. Left hand comes out diagonally. Inhale, stand up and open up to the right. Half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Stacking right hip on top of left. And then bend into your left knee as you slowly plant your right hand or your right foot down. Find Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, warrior 2. Pivot onto the ball of the right foot. Right arm sweeps in front of you to meet the left and carry it up to the sky. Crescent lunge. And then exhale, cactus your arms. Draw them back behind you. Inhale here, tilt your heart upwards. And then exhale, round. Body comes at a diagonal, hands reach in front of you. 2 more with your breath. Inhale to cactus and open. Exhale, forward. 1 more time, inhale. Big heart opener. And exhale, hands frame, left foot. Breathe in, 3-legged dog, left heel reaches high. Breathe out, bend your knee, open your hip. Let your left toe tips plant behind you and hips hover. Drive into your points of contact. Inhale, open up to wild thing. Exhale, push the ground away more. Inhale, heart spirals more towards the sky. And then exhale, left hand plants, left knee drives into your body, and then sends out to the right side. Preparing for fallen triangle, swivel your right heel down, and then reach your right arm high. Take a big, expansive breath, and lower both your hips down to the mat. Find your wide sit. Place your right fingertips back behind you. This is our funky transition. So on an in-breath, we're going to push the ground away, sweep left arm overhead. This is where more space would be great. And then find some strength, so engage your core. Left foot, right hand stay planted as you bend your right knee in. And then place your foot in the middle of the mat and shift your weight forward onto your right knee. Coming to the top of the mat, our left knee meets our right. Find our tall camel, reach hands high. And then exhale, cactus. Camel prep. Inhale, extend again through your side waist. And then exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Straighten both legs. Good, standing splits. Root down through your right heel. Lift up through the inner seam of your left leg. Nice and active through your glute and hamstring. So again, option to play with the handstand. Otherwise, step back to your three-legged dog. But if you're with me, we're gonna drive our right knee into our chest as we shift our weight forward over our fingertips and play with the handstand. And then we land in three-legged dog whenever you're ready. Inhale, stretch a little bit longer through your left toe tips. And then exhale, left foot meets right. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, lower knees down to the mat. Sit down onto your hips. Close your eyes and catch your breath. And just breathe here. Feeling that pulsating, that radiating out from your heart center. Letting this feeling of just expansiveness and playfulness and passion be the driving force for your practice today. We're going to move through that sequence one more time before we try out a wheel pose. If you'd like, you can stay here and just hang out until we meet again. Otherwise, plant your hands, drive your hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, both heels reach high to the sky. Exhale, drop them over to the left. Plant into your left pinky toe. Inhale, right knee up to right armpit. And then exhale, right foot on the outside of your right hand. Keep the back knee lifted. Plant through left hand, easy twist, open it up on your in-breath. Exhale, cactus and open. Breathe in as you stretch your right fingertips forwards. Breathe out, lower left knee down to the mat. Windmill that right arm behind you. Inhale, open up to reverse low lunge. Left bicep framing your left ear. And then exhale, hands frame, right foot. Prepare for half moon. Weight into your right fingertips. Inhale, open it up. Stack your left hip on top of your right. And then exhale, bend into your knee. Lower your left foot back to the mat. Find warrior two. Sink into your right knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands cast shadows on your feet once again. Left arm sweeps in front of you, meets the right. Pivot onto the ball of the left foot, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, cactus. We'll just take one round this time. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round and curl. Plant your hands to frame your right foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, right heel reaches high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Drop your right toes behind you. Inhale, open up to wild thing. And then exhale, right hand plants. Right knee drives into chest. And then out to the left side. Left heel swivels down. Inhale, open it up. Fallen triangle. Exhale, both hips. Lower down onto the mat. Left hand on the outside of your left hip. Inhale, drive your hips high to the sky. Open up. And then plant through your right foot as you pick up your left knee and bend it. Sending the ball of the foot down and then the knee forward. Inhale, lift up to your tall camel. Right knee scoops underneath your body. Exhale, drive your hips forward. Open up across your chest. Inhale, stretch tall. And exhale, forward fold at the back of your mat. Straighten both legs. Left foot grounds. Inhale, standing splits. Right leg high. Exhale, option to play with handstand. Left knee in towards your chest. We'll meet up in a three-legged dog. With left knee planted, left foot planted, right heel driving high. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take one ripple of your spine forward and backward. Feel that energy. You have plenty of energy during these few days, so use it. We'll move through our other side. Take one breath to reset. On your next in-breath, both heels lift. Exhale, they plant over to the right side, toes to the left. Right pinky toe on the mat. Drive left knee up towards chest. And then exhale, left foot on the outside of your left hand. Keep your right knee lifted. Keep your right hand planted. Inhale, easy twist. Nice wide variation. Exhale, cactus, your arm open up. Breathe in, stretch your left fingertips in front of you. Breathe out, lower your right knee to the mat. Sweep that left arm, let it guide you back. Reverse your low lunge. And then both hands frame left foot. Preparing for half moon. Inhale, open up into Ardha Chandrasana. Nice expansive shape. And then exhale, bend into your left knee. Right foot plants back behind you. Sit into warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, find your shape again. Right hand sweeps in front of body, knees left. Pivot onto the ball of the right foot, crescent lunge, reach high. Exhale, cactus, your arms, draw your elbows back behind you. Inhale, scoop your heart higher up to the sky. And then exhale, round forward, hands frame left foot. Palms dig into the mat, reach your left heel high. And then exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Toes plant back behind you, hips hover. One breath into our wild thing, open up. And then exhale, left hand plants, left knee draws into body. Send it out to the right side. Swivel down onto right heel. Inhale, open up into fallen triangle. And then exhale, both hips lower down to the mat. Right hand plants on the outside of right hip. Inhale, drive your hips high if you have the space. And then stay rooted through that left foot. Bend your right knee, plant your right foot down, and then shift your weight forward into the right knee. Inhale, left leg scoops underneath you as well. Find your tall kneel, camel prep. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart. Inhale, stretch fingertips high. And then exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Good. Right foot plants. Inhale, standing splits. Lift from the inner seam of your left leg. And then exhale, option to play with the handstand. We'll meet in a three-legged dog. One side is always better. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take your time meeting us here if you caught some air. Otherwise, stay in your down dog shape for 3 breaths. Seeing how much more open you feel now, how closer your heels are to the mat, how expansive you feel across your shoulders and your chest. And on your next in-breath, ripple forward to high plank. Exhale, lower your knees down to the mat. Hips sink to heels. And close your eyes. Let your breath start to settle. Shoulders soften down. Back of the neck is nice and long. Again, just tune into body. Feel that pulsing of your heart. The strength of your breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to sit onto one hip. Stretch your legs long in front of you. And then scoot your hips to your heels. Lay all the way down onto your back. We'll take one round of bridge and one round of wheel. So scoot your heels close, close, close in towards your hips. And then drive your heels down into the mat as you lift your hips high. Tuck your tailbone underneath you to stay long through your low back. And then option to shimmy your shoulders underneath, interlace your fingers beneath your sacrum. Breathe into your chest. Lift your hips a little higher, 2 more breaths. And our thighs hug in towards each other. And exhale, lower your spine one segment at a time. Maybe bring your knees in narrow and your feet wide. Round two, we have the option to stay in bridge, Setu Bandhasana, or if you'd like wheel pose, then take that here. So preparing the same way, we're going to bring our heels close in towards our bum. Pretend you had a block in between your thighs, so they're really parallel and hugging in towards each other. Legs are nice and active. And then drive your heels in towards the mat as you lift your hips off. Take a moment to scoop your tailbone underneath you slightly to avoid overarching in the low back. Stay here, or hands can invert and come beside your ears. And then as you're ready, press into your palms, rise up to the crown of your head. Reset here. Find grounding through all four limbs. Inhale to prepare, and then exhale, push into the mat as you lift up into your wheel pose. Take a moment to shift around, explore, expand. Pressing your heart through your shoulders for 3 more breaths. As you're ready, slowly lower back down where you came from. And rest here. Heels out, knees in, hands on belly or heart, or one of each. Enjoy the after effects of that pose and of our practice. If you'd like to pause the video and practice that pose again, please do so. Otherwise, slowly start to windshield. Wipe your knees side to side, loosening up through the low back. And then right ankle crosses over top of left. Draw your knees in towards your body. And find an interlace of your fingers either in front of your left shin or behind your left thigh. Shimmy side to side. Anything that releases your low back. And then cross your right knee over top of your left. Both knees drop to the left side of the mat as your right arm stretches out. Find a supine twist with eagle legs or whatever cross of your legs feels good. Or stacking of your knees. Finding a softer way to open up across our chest and heart space. 2 more breaths here. On your last exhale, bring both knees to center. Plant your right foot down and then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Draw your legs in and find a nice hip opener. Again, if it feels good to shimmy side to side, massage your low back, that's a great option. And then wrap left knee on top of right. Drop your knees over to the right side and stretch your left fingertips long. Gaze can follow. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, both knees into center. Lift your body, hug your shins. Take an in-breath, hold the top of your inhale for just a couple seconds longer. And then big exhale, release out to Shavasana. Heels to the corners of your mat, arms down by your sides. Final resting pose. watch in the stage Shavasana as long as you would like. If you're with me and ending your practice here, and now just stretch your arms nice and high over your head like a full body yawn. And then exhale, we'll roll onto our side and sit up. Cross your legs, close your eyes, place your hands on your knees. Take an inhale to grow tall through your spine. And then big releasing exhale out of your mouth. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for being here today in this ovulation class. Nice, flowy, expansive opening. One funky transition, that fallen triangle to camel. Practice that more if you need. It helps if you have more space. This room is kind of tiny, so I can't demo everything, but hopefully you got the hang of it. I hope you enjoyed that practice. If you did, please share it with others so they can enjoy it too, and then like and subscribe so you see the next class. And I'll see you next time.